what we're going to do is, we'll have meters on us. We've got current meters to detect those atmospheres. What we're dealing with here is a 1-ton cylinder. We've simulated that it's leaking, and we're going to need to put on what's called this bonnet. So Purnell is your backup guy. He's going to assist you, and we're going to walk through putting that on. So come on over here. First thing we need to do is remove the cap. It's just a turn. So just turn it. That way, yep. Alright, so now what we want to do is inspect this. We're going to see if there's anything that might be leaking. We've got a spray bottle over here. This is an ammonia solution. So basically you're just going to do a couple squirts on over here and see if we can, what will happen is you'll start seeing bubbles or anything that might happen. Alright, so now we're going to say we've got bubbles coming from somewhere. So now we need to try and figure out how we can tighten down the knob. So we're going to take this tool right here, and we are going to start tightening some valves to see if it might be loose. Alright? That's fine. Now we've got some, you got some on the other side. That's fine, it's tight enough. Alright, so now you also want to put your wrench on here and see if you can tighten that down, see if that's loose. It might be leaking from there. Alright, and then you've also got another relief valve on this side. Yeah.
Go the other way. Other way. Nope, and towards me. Towards you. There's a silver wrench over there for that.
You need this wrench. And I need too many counters.
Good thing this isn't live, right? You can give me that wrench. So as you can see, we're working with a lot of small little knobs and stuff in these suits. It's very hard.
It's hard to like keep tactile.
It's very hard. It can be very difficult. And in a real incident, this could be spraying out vapor. It could be dark in this room. You know, there's a lot of elements that you might have to deal with.
What kind of elements would you be dealing with here?
It depends where it's at. If it's in a dark room, it could be dark. We might need to bring in some type of lighting. Anytime you're dealing with hazardous chemical, there could be, you know, splatter. There could be liquid coming out, vapor coming out. There's just a lot of elements that you might be dealing with. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna say you've done that. We still can't stop the leak, so we're gonna have to do the final thing. We're gonna have to put the bonnet on, and basically what that does is it goes over top and it makes everything stay inside, and all the vapor that might be coming out is just gonna go in the bonnet. So what we're gonna do here, we've got our bonnet. We're gonna need a gasket. We're gonna need to inspect the gasket, make sure that it's good. So if we're looking for any type of tears, brittle, maybe decay, that's good. We're going to slide that on, and then this is going to go on top
What we want to do
like that. So first, before we do that, he's going to want to scrape and get any type of particles or debris that might be on there that might keep it from causing a seal. Yep. So now Purnell is going to slide this on top of this stand right here. There you go, just like that. Alright, so now you can place the bonnet on top. And then what we are going to do next is we need to make sure that this valve over here is loosened, because if it's got pressure on it, it's not going to allow us to get a seal down here on the bottom of the cylinder. So if that's screwed open, we're good. And then we're going to take our chains. So Purnell's going to help you. We're going to take our chains and bring them up here and line these up with these little points right here. So make sure that they're lined up correctly with these. And then we're going to grab our chain, bring it up here. You're going to do it as tight as possible. So as tight as possible with a full, you want to get a full length in there. So you can see doing this with 2 people, you know, it can be very challenging.
You can't do it by yourself.
Right, exactly. All right, so we've got one more chain over here. I got this. You want to switch places?
Connor, you want to do this chain?
All right, chains on.
Okay.
All right, so now what we need to do is you need to make sure that these all stay level. So you're going to start turning these, and you need to do them simultaneously. So one does 2, one does 1, and just make sure that it tightens down okay. Ooh.
Double check those times. Tyler, double check those. Like,
Huh?
just put your hands up here like you're tightening it.
Alright, so lastly what you want to do is take your wrench and just tighten it down all the way. You're going to do all 3 of them. So do a couple turns there, then go to the next one. Because you don't want to do just one at a time, because if not it'll all come off set and you won't be able to get a seal. Alright, now go on to your next one. Alright, so the last thing we want to do is close our valve. You're going to need to use the little thing on here.
Oh. So hard to grip it.
Alright, so now hopefully we've stopped this leak. Now how we're going to check that is we're going to get our ammonia solution again, and we're just going to spray around, and what we're doing is making sure there's no leaks coming out of
Just
the
spray
bottom
on the
of
bottom
this.
here?
Yep, just spray around in a circle. And what we're looking for is any type of bubbles that might come up or any type of reaction with the ammonia. Alright, I think we're good. I think we stopped the leak.
Alright.
So this is one